What's up, y'all? I'm Dylan and we're back for another YouTube video. We've got some packages here from Heidts we're gonna be unboxing, and it's about game time to start installing all of the new parts on this year's SEMA project, my 1965 Taurus show swapped Ford Falcon. We're gonna take everything behind me, start unboxing it, cut it all open. It's our new front and rear suspension, all from Heidts. So I'm sure you guys are wondering what exactly is in these boxes, so am I. But generally what we're gonna be doing for the new suspension setup on the Falcon is an independent front and a 4-link rear. Coilovers are still in the works, so we don't have those yet, but those are in progress right now. Before I cut this stuff open, I want to give a huge thank you to Heidts for sponsoring all the parts on this car for the suspension. Super excited to make this thing drive like it never has. Let's get going. I'll be running circles around you sooner than you know. We did it. There's a lot of stuff there. Let's go look through it. All right, we got everything out of the boxes here. Instruction manuals up there. And the damage of packaging over here. Some of these boxes I'm saving because it'll hold parts for that. But here's everything out on the floor. In this mix between the two is the front and the rear suspension. You recognize those. Match those holes. So I'm going to start sorting this stuff out, and then we'll talk about what's going on. So we're back after I took a couple-day break to go run Safari Party in the Cayenne. And we've made some updates before I started filming up again. Also, we got Brady here right now, but I'm gonna walk you around the garage and update you on what we've been prepping for on this front suspension. Also, please note, we've got the engine back. So we picked up the motor from Modern Driveline. I'll put a clip of that right here. With the new transmission fitted to it. Sneak peek of that over here. And we've got everything back in the garage now with the front suspension sitting in here. We've been doing some test cuts, so I will show you that now. So on the whiteboard, this is the start of all of the math that we're doing against the instructions for just the front. We're only focusing on the front right now, getting that all in because we've got to still get the motor tucked in. And then once that's solved, we'll move on to the rear 4-link. But for now, we've gone in here and we just started marking up the pieces for where we're going to be notching these front components. So you can see right there. There we go. So step one is we're going to be notching this cross member in to tuck up into the frame. We're going to be tacking that on there and there. And that'll be the first step in this very long process of installing the Heidts Superride 2 for the front. Then these go to the top of that there once that's tucked up, and we're going to be assembling on this side upper and lower control arms and eventually the springs in this cavity.
So over on driver's side of the car, we fitted the fender back on just with a zip tie. We've got a wheel tucked in there because we're getting center measurements, tire diameter. We know we're going to be going to a 25 or 26 inch tire. This is a 24. So we've been doing all those calculations, getting ready from center of hub to go in and fit all this stuff out. So it's just early planning right now. Lots of stuff to figure out. We're going to start cutting that cross member now and start assembling this. Also on the table here, we have the upper and lower control arms laid out. So these will be going in after we get that cross member on.
You wrote your name on a piece of paper, 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 paper. You wrote your name on a piece of paper, 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 paper. You wrote your name on a piece of paper. Paper, 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 paper. I want it to. I'll come by and we'll talk tonight. Talk tonight. I'll come by and we'll talk tonight.
While there's still grinding going on in the garage, I'm out in the driveway right now. We've got the Tremec T5 World Class is the actual designation of this transmission. So it's the T5, just the more modernized one. I've got it sitting on an engine stand because we're going to start grinding all of the casting marks off of it because we will be Cerakoting the entire transmission. So I've got it on the engine stand. I'm going to start cleaning it up, get all those burrs off, and then it'll be ready to go over to coat. It's completely torn apart and empty right now, so I just have the case. So it only weighs like 30 pounds. Here it is.
I'll come by and we'll talk tonight. Talk tonight. I'll come by and we'll talk tonight.
update on everything we've got going on. I've got the case for the transmission over here, polishing that up right now so that we can start Cerakoting that in the near future. And then on the Heidts front suspension, we've got the front cross member sitting in here. Get down there, see it. We went ahead and marked center line on our frame beforehand on both sides and did all of our measurements. That's what's up over there. So we've got this marked up, sitting in here, checks that our angle is consistent across both there, and there, because we are sitting in a slight pitch on the driveway. And we've got this sitting in here, ready to be welded on. So we're just going to tack it in right now so that it's in and in place and we don't have to hold it here anymore.
Really? All right, at this point, it is July 13th right now. We had the 4th of July and a lot of stuff's been going on, getting stuff ready to go. So I'm gonna come back in and show you where we are and where we've finished out at this point so I can close off this video and get started on the next one. So what do we have done in here? We've got the front cross member welded in on both sides with those top pieces in. We'll finish those, cover those small pieces on the bottom. But we've got this sitting in. And inside, I'll show you in a second, we've got all of the upper and lower control arms back powder coated, and they're sitting in a bin inside because we're gonna wait a little bit before we actually put them back on here. And in that same vein, you'll notice that in here right now, the engine is nowhere to be seen. That's because we got the block all prepped and over at Hubcap Annie's right now, getting ready to be Cerakoted along with the transmission casing. It's all over there. I have some photos of the early stuff that's been coated, so I'll put that right here. But we'll have that all back here and ready to start test fitting it all in the next couple of days. So with that, I'm gonna jump inside real quick, show you guys a sneak peek of what's coming in the next YouTube video. We've got all the stuff for the upper intake back from Hubcap Annie's. It's all been powder coated. So in the next video, we're gonna start dry assembling it and getting it ready to go. And then by mid next week, we should have the engine back and we're gonna start stacking everything up, getting it ready to drop back into the engine and test fit it. Then motor mounts, fit the transmission, and get this thing ready for wiring and start hopefully being closer to starting it up. All right, that's all the sneak peeking that you're gonna get for right now. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this project, and if you're ready to see what's coming next, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page, hit that bell icon so you're the first to know when a new episode comes out, and head over to my Instagram because there's a lot of stuff going up on there, so you're ready for what's going on this build. Thanks for watching. See you guys.
She wrote her name on a piece of paper, 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 paper.